What is up, guys? Welcome back to another episode of The Post.
The post you love the most.
That's right, The Post you love the most. Better than Post Malone. Marking it right now. Last night, kicked off the series, Relationship Goals.
That's
Went
right.
all the way to Grayson.
Yeah.
All the way to Grayson to...
With the spark dashing.
That's right, Spark Dash. That's a good one. But yeah, we had an interview with your parents. Man, it was unbelievable. It's awesome to just get some wisdom from them because they have been through a lot.
Yeah.
Like your mom was saying, seek people that have been married over 40 years and get advice from them. I don't know how long they've been married, but
It's been a while.
I'm sure it's been a while. I'm sure it's close to that.
Yeah, I think it's a little over
A
40.
little over.
Yeah.
See? Seek advice from them. There we go. But we're going and jump right into it. How and why do we think we fit in? Like we have to fight to fit in. Why do we think that?
I think that we do it so often because we don't know who we are. So we fight to be what the world says that we should be, or who we should be, or what we should look like, and what our relationships should look like. And I know, like even like middle school and high school, like you go through phases, and I don't think that it's. I get that some of it's like, oh, I'm wired this way, so like in middle school I'm going to be crazy. High school I'm going to be a little this way or whatever.
Yeah.
But I think that a lot of times it's simply because the world tells us that, hey, you should not have a relationship with your mom or dad. You shouldn't do this. Oh, they're just a teenager now. They're going through that phase. And it's like, no, like you don't have to be that way. You have a choice.
Yeah.
And so I think that so often we do that just because that's what we're told. But also we fight to fit in because we don't know where we fit in, because we don't know who we are. And so it's one of those things that I think that a lot of times it comes off of that. We don't know who we are, and we want to be something that we're not just to fit in.
Yeah, I'm not sure because I was thinking about talking with this before. Your dad made a statement last night. It might not go with this, but he said, he was talking about his friendships and who he hung out with. He said, I thought I could control it.
Yeah.
And I think that's so huge. We talked about it last night a little bit too. It's like, man, that's going to hit a lot of students.
Yeah.
Because even me is like, I hung out with not close to people who I hung out with now. But it's like, I thought I could control it.
Yeah,
and
you always
can't.
do.
Yeah.
You always think that, oh, I have control. We think and we like to have control of every situation. So, like, you'll hear about these stories. I mean, there's probably, I'm going to guarantee it. There's someone listening right now that either you've gone through it or you're going through it, and you're listening right now and you're going, yeah, but that was them. I'm fine.
Yeah.
I'm telling you.
Yeah.
I'm telling you. It's easy to think that. And to think that you're strong enough. That's something to hit on. We're going to be talking about that a little bit more as well in the upcoming series. But yeah, for sure.
That's so good. Going on into question 2, what holds us back from having better relationships?
I think that a big thing is how we see relationships and what we prioritize within our relationships.
Yeah.
A lot of times we go for like a summer fling, like that little, oh, I met him in the summer, and that's the thing. But not like we go for that, like even like all the time, that we just go based off of looks or
She looked good.
Yeah,
he looked good.
Exactly. And it's all surface level relationships. So I'm not even talking about like just necessarily dating. Like all of our relationships are based on just and I get it. Like you're gonna vibe with different people. Like you're gonna click with different people. But the relationships that stand are the ones that are founded on the firm foundation. And we've talked about that before, but I think that the way that you have better relationships is you have a better relationship with God. And your foundation is founded with Him. And how you do that, you get to know Him.
Yeah.
You get to know Him. You get to know the people around you. So often it's surface level. You know about them, but you don't know them. And it easily can be washed away because if your girlfriend breaks up with you and goes with that dude, oh, it's over. I mean, a lot of times it's surface level like that. But if it's founded on a firm foundation, whenever storms do come,
Yeah.
man, your friendship will still stand.
That's so good. If you all don't get anything else from this episode right here, it's that if you want your relationships and friendships and all of that to be better, grow in your relationship with God.
Yeah.
That's That's all you need right there. That's it. That's the answer to everything.
Yeah.
Grow in your relationship with God.
Yeah.
But just going to go on to the last question here. How can we grow in our relationships? Oh my gosh, look at that.
How can we do it?
Look right there. Oh my gosh.
Oh,
Oh wow.
that's a little bit of a teaser.
It
'Cause
is.
Y'all are actually going to find out throughout this series of how can I? I'm sure you're kind of wondering, and we talked about it right there. The end goal is, man, you grow in your relationship with God.
Yeah.
How do I even do that? How do I do that? Well, you're gonna find out throughout this series of relationship goals, and we're gonna be talking about friends next week. We're gonna be talking about even loving yourself. Whoa,
That's huge.
Whoa.
We never think about that.
Whoa.
Relationships, we always think of that guy, that girl, parents, other
Yeah.
like your friends.
Yeah.
Never think about that.
All right. So
good.
next week we're
Good
hitting
stuff.
on friends and family. Week after that we're gonna be talking about loving yourself. Man, how do I have a good relationship within me?
You can go and love yourself.
That's right. And then last, certainly not least, the true foundation. What about my relationship with God? What's that look like? So we're going to be talking about it, diving into it. So don't miss a single week. But hey, while we're waiting on the on all the goodness of it, I want to encourage you to grow in your relationship with Him. Talk to Him.
Yeah.
Learn more about Him. Get in His Word. Have a prayer life. Journal it. Talk to Him. Just like as if you were talking to your friend. He's not just your Heavenly Father. He wants to be your friend as well. And so that's something that I want to encourage you to dive into and just grow in your relationship with Him.
That's so good. Well, guys, that is it for this episode of The Post. Like Brandon said, don't miss a single week of youth. Don't miss a single post either. Man, it's going to be so good. Just diving into His Word more, growing in our relationship with Him, and ultimately growing closer to each other as well.
Yeah.
Because you don't want to do life alone.
That is
No,
together.
that's right. Better together. Well, guys, that is it for this episode of The Post. We'll see you right back here next week.